is eggplant? Eggplant is a member of Solanaceae family which includes tomato, potato, black nightshade, sweet pepper, and chili. Eggplant is also known as brinjal or Agri. It is a perennial crop but grown commercially as almonds. The ordinary fruit is consumed as cooked vegetable. It is low in calories and fats and a good source of vitamins and minerals. Choosing an eggplant cultivar for commercial production, make sure there is market demand for the particular type of eggplant. Some consumers prefer specific shapes, color, and sizes of eggplant. In cultural management practices, we have a selecting variety that are high-yielding, resistant to insect pests and diseases, transitional, adaptive to local climatic conditions, and acceptable to the consumers to gain optimum yield and profits. This is the common varieties of eggplants. Land preparation. Prepare the field as early as possible to give enough time to the weeds and stubbles of previous crops to decompose. Plow and harrow 2 to 3 times alternately at 1 week interval. Plow at a depth of 15 to 20 cm. Harrow twice to break and clouds the level of the field. A well-pulverized soil promotes good soil erosion and enhances root formation. Soil and climatic requirements. The crop thrives best in sandy loam and clay loam textured soils with pH value ranging from 5.5 to 6.8. The water requirements of the crop is 35 to 40 ml per week. It is moderately sensitive to moisture, sensitive during flowering, and eggplant requires a temperature to 20 to 30 during seed germination, 24 to 32 soil temperature, and 21 to 30 during the growth germination. Raising seedlings. A hectare of farm requires 100 grams of seeds. 1 gram is approximately 250 seeds. There are two methods of seedling established in eggplant, namely the seed bed method and the box tray or padlet method. Seedbed method. Choose a level area exposed to sunlight, accessible to water source with good drainage and provided with fence. Prefer the area overflowing and harrow alternately until the soil is reduced to fine till. For 1 hectare area to be planted, construct seedbed measuring 1 by 10 meters and 15 cm high. Pulverize the soil and level the bed with the use of hand tools. Remove weeds and stubbles. Before sowing the seeds, sterilize the bed to kill with seeds and pathogens present in the soil.
Let's talk about seedling tray and padlets method. Raising seedlings in tray or padlets requires less seeds, promotes uniform growth of superior seedlings, minimizes transplanting shock, and lessens seedling mortality. It also saves labor for thinning, weeding, watering, and pest management. Prepare the sowing medium by mixing thoroughly 1 part compost, 1 part carbonized rice hull, and 1 part garden soil. Sterilize the garden soil by roasting or drenching with boiling water before mixing with other medium. Fill holes of the tray or padlets with the medium and slightly compact it using your palm. Use a seedling tray with 100 or 104 holes. The volume of medium in each hole contains enough nutrients to sustain the seedling until transplanting. The night before sowing, soak the required amount of seeds in clean water. Sow immediately or air dry the seeds before sowing. Sow 1 seed per hole of the seedling tray at a depth of 0.5 cm. Cover the seeds with fine soil. Sprinkle with water. Care of seedlings. Protect the seedlings from excessive sunlight and rain by providing a temporary shade using available indigenous materials such as plastic, cogon, talahib, or coconut leaves. Construct the shade to 120 cm high on the east side and about 60 cm high on the west side. Water the seedlings preferably in the morning to minimize damping off. The amount of water to be applied should be just enough to keep the soil moist. Overwatering favors damping off and production of weak seedlings. Drench the seedlings with starter solution of 1 tablespoon urea or 1 tablespoon of ammonium sulfate dissolved in 4 liters of water 10 days after emergence. Mulching. Mulching controls weeds, preserves soil moisture, prevents soil erosion and leaching of fertilizers, and reflects sunlight to repel insect pests hiding under the leaves. Materials that can be used for mulching include coconut coir dust, rice straw, rice hull, and plastic mulch. Apply the coconut coir dust, rice straw, and rice hull mulches after healing up at 3 to 5 cm thick. The use of plastic mulch is an improved technology in vegetable production. Place the plastic mulch before transplanting.
Fertilizer application. The quantity and kind of fertilizer to be applied depend on the soil fertility on the previous cropping patterns based on the result of the soil analysis. Transplanting. Eggplant is ready for transplanting 4 to 6 weeks from sowing. Fold seedlings carefully. Do not remove soil adhering to the root. Seedlings recover easily, provided root damage during falling is minimal. For conventional method of planting, at transplanting time, make furrows at a distance of 100 cm between rows per single row. However, most farmers prefer double row since it provides developing fruits adequate protection against sun scalding. It is also facilitates sparks operation. Double row is spaced with 50 cm between two adjacent rows and 150 cm between double rows. Prevent plastic mulch. Remove the soil and transplant seedlings directly to the holes required in the plastic sheets. Transplant 30 to 45-day-old seedlings which should now have 3 to 4 true leaves. Transplant is also one of the seedling per whole per hill. Transplant during cloudy days or late in the afternoon to avoid transplantation. Irrigation. Number 1. Pour beads with plastic mulch. Flood the beads 2 days before transplanting to cool down the soil under the plastic mulch and dissolve the fertilizer applied. For the conventional method, irrigate the furrows to dissolve the fertilizers applied to minimize direct contact of the seedling roots with the fertilizers. During the dry season, irrigate at 7, 21, and 30 DAT or DAT. Irrigate every 10 days thereafter. The mulch eggplants require a less irrigation water. During the wet season, irrigate as the need arises. Irrigate after every fertilizer application. Weeding. In unmulched fields, manage weeds by hand weeding or off-barring at 14 DAT or DAT and by healing up at 21 DAT. Pruning. Pruning is as necessary for plant growth and fruit development. Remove lateral branches below the split except the branch nearest to the split X branch. This allows the air to move freely on the base of the plants and minimize occurrence of fungus and bacterial diseases. Pruning unnecessary leaves also reduce competition in nutrient absorption. Harvest and post-harvest handling. Harvesting start 46 to 50 days depending on the variety and intended use of the fruits. Harvest fruits that are still tender and young. Harvest early in the morning and protect the fruits from the sun, rain, and mechanical damage. Harvest all fruits from the plants to prolong the fruiting period of the crop. Harvesting is usually done 2 times a week. Use pruning shear and harvesting to avoid damaging the plants. Remove damage from the harvest and sort according to the market standards. Pack fruits in plastic bags. Pricks the bags with a pin for ventilation. Allow 2 pricks per kilogram of packed fruits. For some varieties, the fruits can be stored up to 5 days under the
Insect management. Insects are one of the most significant pests of eggplants. Cucumber beetle, Colorado potato beetle, and flea beetle are particularly problematic in Missouri. Immediately after transplanting scout plants for insect damage, most significant damage on yield and quality of eggplant occurs from early season damage. Flea beetles chew small holes in the leaves of eggplants but do not feed on the fruit. Separate eggplants from other vegetables that may attract cucumber beetles and Colorado potato beetles. Row covers are lightweight insect exclusion covers can be used to prevent these insects from feeding on the plants. Marketing. In the Philippines, eggplant is known as talong and it is the #1 vegetable in terms of production area. An average of 21,225 hectares is planted with eggplant each year. In India, it is grown on nearly 550,000 hectares, making the country the second largest producer after China with a 26% world production share. In Bangladesh, it is the third most important vegetable in terms of production and grown on about 50,000 hectares across the country. Eggplant is an important source of income to many Asian farmers. The benefits of eggplant do not stop with the farmers. It is also beneficial for human health because it is high in fiber and water, rich in antioxidants, and a good source of vitamins and minerals. This vegetable can help prevent cancer, diabetes, and gastrointestinal diseases.
Our cost of return analysis.